Editor Gaurav Sawant is now joining us with more from Ramleela Maidan. Gaurav, it is clear that the BJP has changed a slide that was made by Manishankar Aiyar into an advantageous situation for them.
And the BJP's Prime Ministerial candidate Narendra Modi came out all guns blazing on this Chaiwala comment. Now, on the issue of Rahul Gandhi not being made the Prime Ministerial nominee of the Congress party, Narendra Modi clearly said that Sonia Gandhi was scared, Rahul Gandhi was scared, and that is why they did not put forward Rahul Gandhi's name. The Congress workers came for a Prime Ministerial candidate and went back with 3 cylinders. With me is BJP's Vice President and Rajya Sabha member Smriti Irani. Smriti Irani, is the Chaiwala versus dynasty the mainstay of the campaign now?
I think this is a battle between those who have used the dynasty to come to power, recused themselves of our responsibility, indulged in scams and looted the coffers of our nation, and between those who have, through talent, through a lot of hard work, coming from very, very humble backgrounds, risen through the ranks, gotten acceptance in their states, which Narendra Modi has thrice as Chief Minister, and now being presented by the party as a challenger, as a Prime Ministerial nominee. I think that this particular battle, as you so design it, I think it's more than that. I think it's an opportunity for somebody who comes from a very, very simple and a very humble background to aspire to the highest post of this country, not aspire to that post so that they can rule over this nation, but serve the nation. And I think that was very clear in the speech that he gave today.
Okay, now the fact that Congress claims it did not fall into your trap, into the BJP trap of announcing Rahul Gandhi as its Prime Ministerial candidate. Are you a little taken aback by that and now saying that you're trying to turn a disadvantage into an advantage?
I think if you look at all my statements, you will see that I've always said Rahul Gandhi is a challenge to his own party and not to the BJP, and definitely not to the Prime Ministerial candidate of the BJP, Narendra Modi. I think common sense dictates that if there is an individual who's considered an asset for a political organization, then the political organization will position that individual expecting a lot of public support. We did that in the case of Narendra Modi. The Congress shied away from naming Rahul Gandhi because clearly they are not confident that he is an asset. Clearly they are not confident that he will lead them into victory. But that is a decision for the Congress to make. I think as a Karyakarta, what I shall focus on is under the leadership of Narendra Modi to ensure that we win 2014 Lok Sabha elections.
Okay. One question that comes to mind is there a fear that the threat this time is not just from the Congress but also from the Aam Aadmi Party? Advani ji just a moment ago said we should not be overconfident, the BJP should not be overconfident. 2004 battle was lost, 2009 battle was lost, and Delhi could not be won.
I think Delhi one has to please, underline that we are the single largest party in Delhi. But there was a difference and a decision taken that aapko satta chahiye ya siddhant chahiye. We chose the principle and we did not do jod tod ki rajniti to come into power. The Aam Aadmi Party, on the other hand, between satta and siddhant, chose satta, power, and for coming into power, it chose to join hands with the Congress party, hence officially declaring to the world that the Aam Aadmi Party now is very much part of the UPA, which is led by the Congress party. So I think that now that has been obvious to the people who voted for the Aam Aadmi Party, I do see a sense of deceit when the voter speaks to us about how they were deceived by the Aam Aadmi Party, which said that they are anti-Congress and anti-corruption, but now to come to power have taken support of that very Congress party. So I think that we are concentrating more on fighting the Congress, and the Congress in the face of the UPA, the Congress which presents itself even as the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi.
Okay, the Congress party, Manishankar Aiyar, many in the Congress say scored a self-goal when he said, "वो नरेंद्र मोदी चाहे तो AICC में आके चाय बेच सकते हैं." Your party intends to capitalize on it. What is your strategy on meeting chaiwalas across the country, on what is happening in Gandhinagar in the days to come? What's happening with the chai strategy?
Well, we've on the 24th of December we had a meeting of all our election committee, campaign committee meeting in Delhi, where I had presented a concept called Chai Chatter Chopal, We are having another conversation over chai in over 1,000 places from the 1st of February. I think the idea is to have people-to-people contact, which the BJP has been doing for years. But because we have such a significant candidate who has had such a humble background, and that background itself is reflective not only in the journey that he has undertaken, but also in the simplicity of his own leadership today. So I think that's a very good tool for us to engage with people from all walks of life, which you shall see unfold in the days to come. In terms of what Mr. Manishankar Iyer said, I think the arrogance of power was very reflective in the statement that he made. It is unfortunate that he feels that people from all walks of life, especially people from humble backgrounds, cannot aspire for such a position. I, as an Indian, let alone a Karyakarta, feel that one of the biggest victories of our democracy is the fact that one of the villages in India has thrown open an opportunity for a man like Narendra Modi, who comes from a very poor family, to now become the Prime Minister of India.
Okay. One more issue that people are talking about is your campaign only UPA corruption or whatever mismanagement, policy paralysis in the UPA, or do you have a vision of your own that the BJP intends to take?
I think a part reflection of the vision that Narendra Modi seeks to present to the nation was seen in his speech today at the National Council. This is a vision which encompasses the urban-rural divide and how to bridge that gap. This is a vision which says that instead of doing the bada bhai, chota bhai, the center-state relationship should not be viewed from that prism. In fact, government at the center and at the states should come together, bureaucracy at the center and the states should come together, and together we shall ensure that India is a prosperous and a strong nation. I think that the fact that he underlined that today in his speech is what made it extremely inspiring and interesting for all of us.
Okay. For the moment, Smriti Irani, many thanks for joining me. Well, the BJP, whatever Narendra Modi said here at the BJP's National Council, a lot of reaction coming in thick and fast. Before we move on, let's listen in to Harish Rawat.
See, नरेंद्र मोदी हमेशा ऐसी बातें करते हैं जो जिससे उनकी बौखलाहट झलकती है. AICC के सम्मेलन में राहुल गांधी का जो भाषण था उसने कांग्रेस कार्यकर्ताओं में एक अभूतपूर्व जोश का संचार किया है और देश के अंदर भी लोगों ने उसको बहुत सही दिशा में लिया है क्योंकि उन्होंने देश के लिए एक विजन दिया है. आगे का क्या रोड मैप डेवलपमेंट का हो सकता है उसको देने का काम किया है. उन्होंने कांग्रेस के इतिहास और कांग्रेस के आगे की चुनौतियां दोनों का किस तरीके से समावेश करके हम आगे 21वीं सदी के भारत का रास्ता बना सकते हैं उसका उल्लेख किया है. और श्री मोदी जहां जाते हैं तो वहां केवल एक ही संदेश वो दे पाते हैं कि समाज को कैसे बांटा जा सकता है.
Well, the Congress party clearly not impressed with what Narendra Modi said here. They're still looking at it as sacrifice made by the Congress party. On the other hand, the BJP says the Congress is in fact scared to take on Narendra Modi. The Congress feels its defeat is imminent. That is what Narendra Modi said at the National Council meet here, and that is why they did not project Rahul Gandhi as the prime ministerial candidate. There are two strands that BJP workers take back from here. At least that is what the aim was of this National Council. Headlines today's Aditi Anant Narayanan now joins me for more on this. Aditi, the 2 days that we've covered this National Council, the message that goes from here is do not be overconfident like 2004 and 2009. 2014 is the decisive battle.
Absolutely, Gaurav. In fact, over the past 2 days, we have seen all the top BJP leaders coming out and speaking to the entire cadre here. In fact, one message is something that has been sent out extremely strongly at the National Council meet, that this time around, all the BJP workers need to establish the emotional connect with each and every voter. In fact, we heard Narendra Modi also saying that we need to go door to door. They need to campaign door to door. Now, this is one door to door campaign which they missed out on during Delhi elections. BJP had planned a lot to go ahead for door to door campaigning, but they missed out on it. So this is one opportunity that the top brass understands that they do not want to miss out on any such opportunity, given the fact that Arvind Kejriwal's Aam Aadmi Party is also in the running towards the Lok Sabha polls 2014. So this message has gone across to the cadre that have the emotional connect with each and every voter.
Okay. Clearly here for the BJP, the message, the warning, so to say, came from the party patriarch Lal Krishna Advani, who said the party was overconfident in 2004, was overconfident in 2009. Delhi, the party failed to form the government despite emerging as the single largest party. That mistake should not be repeated, Maha. And clearly BJP workers insist that booth level operations that perhaps they were found wanting in the past, they would not be found wanting on that front in the times to come.
Well, perhaps the BJP also trying to use the strategy of the Aam Aadmi Party with a door-to-door campaign, thinking that that's the best way ahead to win over the Lok Sabha elections this year. In fact, Gaurav, many thanks for joining us with those details from Ramlila Maidan, where the National Council meeting has been taking place with the BJP. Gaurav pointing out over there that Narendra Modi not just took on the Congress, but also highlighted certain priority areas for his party if it comes to power.